Welcome back to the channel where today we will be reacting to Danny Aaron's $100,000 dream studio tour. Now, how can a studio be $100,000? We're about to find out, because I really don't know how he has spent his funds if he spent $100,000 on the studio. So let's take a look and see if it's worthwhile.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Danny Aaron's More. It's one of the best days of my life. All right, I've had a lovely day today. I've got out of the house, I've got a haircut, and I've come home, or I've come studio, which is, I'm not gonna lie, this is basically my home. I've come to the studio, and it's basically complete. I'm not gonna lie, it's like 95% complete.
Must be nice.
That's good enough for me to show you lot, all right? So bear in mind, there's about 5% left, and I'll go through the details when it gets to it. But this is basically my dream, well, it's not basically, this is my dream studio slash office slash workspace. We're calling it a studio, but it's now not just a streaming room. Oh, lads, I don't think I've got to show you lot this. You lot know, you've seen this room, all right? It's actually looking a lot cleaner than usual, but this is the streaming studio. And hopefully you guys have been following the journey. I'm not gonna lie, it was only one episode, but I documented it on Snapchat and all that. There is this room here. The door that shall not be opened previously is now allowed to be opened.
Is that where his Is that where we're going now? Is that the actual studio that he's talking about? Because I've seen this stuff before.
Because it's basically done in there. It looks 10 out of 10. Legit looks absolutely amazing. So I'll show you what is in there, and I can't wait. It's going to level up the Danny Aaron's More production so much. It means we can smash out even more videos. Obviously, we do.
He built an actual studio in his house.
Get more than twice a day.
As if he has, I respect that.
The quality of content on this channel is going to level up massively. But let me give you the overall tour. All right. So if you just come in here, which by the way, people don't realize this is it's like an office space. People get confused why there's that.
It's not his house.
And people
it actually is. It actually is an office.
But you come on here, I haven't really showed you the nitty gritty. You lot don't see this, all right? So when the guests come over, I'm gonna work on getting this to look a little bit better, because I do want to get guests over. Do you know what I mean? I want to get YouTubers over, specifically in that room there.
This whole time I thought this was his yard. Okay.
Make them feel at home. Right now, to make them feel at home, they've got some prime, a Mars shake, some prime. I don't even want to know what that is. I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. We got a
Danny, show me the $100,000 bit.
We got one water bottle, some forks, because you never know what's gonna happen. An Oasis is in there, a tea towel. Do you know what I mean? Right, it's not really homely right now. All of these I want to like stack up with loads of drinks, maybe some to be fair, snacks. Boom, let's check that out. That's when I had a brand deal with a sweet company, and then all in here. But basically, I'm showing you lot this because this is probably about the 2%. You know when I said it's 5% away from being completed? That's about 2%.
Danny, I'm going to skip forward in a second, mate. I love you, but I'm going to skip forward.
All right, but you come here on the wall, signed Hyunmin Son shirt, a dartboard. I want to make this like a man cave. So we've got a dartboard over there, a nice chill place over here, massive beanbag, sofa, the lot. All right, you can chill there. I actually need to turn that light on. There's another light stand here, which I need to turn on.
There's some dude chilling out there.
Hello, Danny dude. Aaron's painted thing there, signed shirt from Tottenham. Toilet in there. Some things I'm going to leave for your imagination. I'm not going to show you a toilet. The nice section. Another light there. Custom.
Danny, show me the studio.
Is that how I don't know if that's how I say it. Pool table. I just want to make this a nice environment for people to come over, because I'm not going to lie, I've had this pool table maybe 6 months. I've used it once. More signed shirts there. My first ever Sidemen charity match shirt. The Silla signed shirt. This is
that's
like
quite
the
cool
OG
that he's got
corner.
that, you know.
Right,
I should have got that done. I've got all my Sidemen charity match shirts. I should have got that done.
We've got custom rugs all around the gaff. Right, one there, one there, one there. And we've actually got another one coming to go into that studio, or it's going to come into the podcast studio. I got a custom like
so close to skipping forward
made for our podcast, and this is what I like to call Keith's corner. All right, so we've obviously this is his OG cat tower. I've snuck in. He hasn't found them yet, but there's some treats in there. This is like his OG cat tower. This was from the old house. If you lot remember the first ever studio.
I wonder what he's blurred on his screen.
In there, so
right,
it gets
like
his scent or whatever. Then I've got a football goal and that, and then another thing for Keith. And again, this is why it's still not 1,000,000% completed, because we have to sort out. We have to feed that wire.
He's obsessed with these rugs as well. There's actually so many of them.
This is how the streaming room's looking. Again, the setup kind of speaks for itself. Oh, there's messages actually. So editor Zach's going to pixelate that screen, right? Editor Zach.
Yeah, it was WhatsApp.
But yeah, this is the setup. Pay no attention to that massive, I don't even know what you'd call that. It's to block the sun because the sun comes on me and I don't like light. All right, so yeah, this is like the streaming setup. This is the whole room for the streaming setup. But what you guys haven't seen,
this is what we've been waiting for, chat.
I'm genuinely couldn't be more happy. It is.
Don't walk away from the. Go back to the door, Danny.
This is what the video's about. All right, we've all seen this, but lads, let me introduce you to the new Danny Aarons Moore filming studio, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Do you know what?
Wow, it is genuinely.
It's clean.
It's perfect. Like it's actually perfect. We've got the setup here. All right.
Do you know what?
Producer will be. Massive TV here.
I like that a lot.
What the setup's gonna look like on camera.
I don't know about $100,000 though. I feel like we've been clickbaited.
Idea what any of this means. I don't. Yeah. Look, I'll be completely honest with you. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm clicking buttons and it's.
Yeah, chat. I feel like he got us, man. I feel like he actually got us.
Doing stuff up there.
I feel like he got us.
I have no idea. I have no idea. But yeah, this is the other 3% of what needs to be completed. So this is what we'll see. If I sit down here, I've got 4 lots of cameras, 4 lots of mics here, because depending on how many guests come in, we sit down here, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the people. Well, this is what I will see, and then over
it's very clean.
Is what the people will see.
Very clean setup.
I've got no idea. I've got 3 cameras. I have no idea what they are. And then we've got 4 lots of lights. And then behind me.
To be fair, once you're including all the cameras and shit, I guess it starts to the number does start to rack up depending on the quality of those cameras and the lenses.
There's shelves with lights in them.
Those are really cool.
I need to bring stuff from home to put on the shelves. Like
I like those a lot.
My Twitch award here, which to be fair, with the color scheme will go very well. And then over here on this wood panel, we just need to put some framed football shirts, which I've got coming. I've got my Sidemen match shirt to come here, and then just whatever there. All right, so that's why it's not 1,000,000% complete. Oh my god! Oh god!
What happened?
I've just slept on a plug and it came out. Hold on, don't break.
Cable management.
You've had this for 20 minutes, mate. Don't break it. Right. So yeah, this is the new Danny Aarons Moore filming studio.
The lights would stress me out though.
Oh god, I've met the operation and safety of this battery cannot. What the fuck? I don't. Right. I'll be honest. I've been in here for 2 minutes. And
I would leave the room if I was you, sir.
I think. You know what? Oh no! What? Oh god!
This setup's about to become more expensive. I would just leave the room.
Oh, Danny's broke something. I don't know why I'm speaking to myself in third person either, but this camera's now not. Oh, we've got light. Are we back? No. Oh god. I fucking broke.
Just leave the room, Danny.
Oh, Sam's gonna be fucking fuming. Well, I'm gonna be fuming, but I broke it.
Oh, Sam did his setup. Okay.
Okay, well, you know what? That's a problem for later. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Danny Aarons Moore filming studio. I need your guys' help, not gonna lie. I need your guys' help.
What do you need our help with, boy?
What should I put on the shelves? Like, I'm gonna bring stuff from home.
It's 50K, then you broke it.
Twitch award, I've already said. Like
the
my boxing gloves, stuff like that. But I don't actually, I need like to buy things to put on the shelves, but they obviously need to mean something to me, if that makes sense. So hopefully you guys can be my brains there and help me out. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is by far my best ever office, studio, whatever, and it's not even at my house. It's beautiful. It's like my little man cave. I can come here, work. I put work in quotation.
How are we rating his setup? Chat. Didn't see a green screen. 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 7.5, mid 5, 7 with a potential to 8. Little studio on its own is like a 5 out of 10. It's like standard, right? It's very clean. What's my rating? I'll give it a solid 5.5, 6 because it does the job. That's that little studio space I'm talking about. Danny's actual streaming room. I like his streaming rooms. It's very spacious. Overall, yeah, maybe like a 6, 6.5. But then I say that, but I don't know what I'd do to make it better. Do you know what I mean?
Some vids today where it's just eating food. Do you know what I mean? It's not really work. But I feel like I have to end this by saying thank you guys so much. I don't want to go soppy and all that, but mate, it boils down because when you watch, even let's just use Danny Aarons Moore for example. When you watch a Danny Aarons Moore vid, that revenue has just gone into that room. So I hope you guys can see that I'm not just using the money I get to like, I don't know, buy a Lamborghini.
This
or
is
something.
what the
I'm
best
using it
content
to
creators do, man.
reinvest
They
in the
reinvest
channel.
into
So
their
thank you
setups.
guys so much, because without
They
you
reinvest
watching,
into their
without
business.
you liking and subscribing and all that bullshit, I wouldn't have that room, and we wouldn't be doing.
That's why
these
Mr.
really,
Beast
really
is
cool
Mr. Beast.
videos that I look
That's why
forward
Kai
to. So
Cenat is Kai
thank you guys
Cenat.
so much, and yeah, I don't want to drag it on. So you know what? Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in that room very, very soon.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Catch us in what room? What do you mean by that? Careful, careful. Watch yourself, Danny. Listen, context is everything. Things can be taken out of context, Danny. You need to be careful. That's a decent setup. I'm going to message him. I'm going to find out exactly how much that shit cost him. Soon, very soon, fingers crossed. I've been saying this for like 3 years now. But soon, you'll get to see my new setup. If I ever move into my house, you know? The mystery house, the mythical house that no one actually believes is real because it's taken me so long. I am the most frustrated out of everyone, but God willing, soon it will be done. I'm scared that by the time I move in, I'll be bored of it and I'll want a new place. I'm very, very scared, but everything's in God's hands. Anyway, that is Danny Aaron's $100,000 dream studio tour. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. The Twitch streamers already let me know what they think of it. So I'd like to see your comments over on YouTube, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Goodbye.